employment. 200 jobs is a pretty small promise for such a huge risk for us to take. The final point I'd like to say is that there was discussion in the paper about dust suppression that will take place, so they're reassuring us that there won't be an issue with dust. People who've lived here for a long time will know that we have extreme dust storms here, and I'm wondering whether the coagulant that they will be spraying over the area, which incidentally will use huge amounts of water, will actually be an adequate dust suppressant for Alice Springs. These things I'm wondering about. I haven't been given any information that has made me feel any more comfortable. I believe the Territory Government actually has a responsibility to provide a report to us in an easily understood format that will show us that these things have been considered and that we can indeed feel that our community won't suffer adversely from this proposed mining very close to our town. You'll notice that they now talk about the Angela site and not the Pamela site. Whilst they say there's not very much uranium there, we must wonder if it's just because it's closer to Alice Springs and closer to our water catchment being the reason that they've decided to drop that off their correspondence. So I would just ask that the Council seriously consider this and consider the long-term consequences that could perhaps happen to our town. Thank you.
Alderman Stewart.
Thank you, Alderman Clark. And I also think that your presentation certainly beats some of my submission in relation to supportive notes. Very, very comprehensive, I can assure you. I support C. I think we do need a report from the NT Government, no question about that. We need to be secure here in Central Australia about the sorts of issues that Alderman Clark has raised. And I think it is incumbent upon the NT Government to ensure that they provide us with that adequate information. And not only that, but they also assure us that they are investigating these matters on our behalf with great gusto and savvy. So I do support C. I don't support A and B at this point in time because it is not a licence to actually mine at this point. It's an exploration licence, and I certainly don't want to be sending a signal to all others that are proposing mining that we won't even let them get to that point. But I think C is it's an important element of the motion. I think it could be standalone as a motion, and I think that sort of information should be provided to all citizens of Central Australia and, of course, to its decision makers.
Alderman Heenan and Alderman Habib.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I support what Alderman...
that would be another dot point to be included in the report.
Dot point, yeah, asking what measures or legislation are at hand for any rehabilitation work if the mine does not go ahead.
Yep.
And what financial security bond is there during exploration?
Yep. Yeah, I'm very happy for that to go ahead.
Yep, so we'll add a D, those two parts, to point D, which is rehabilitation.
That the report include.
Yeah, that the report include.
Or address.
Yeah, what measures or legislation are at hand for any rehabilitation work if the mine does not go ahead to stabilise the area that has been drilled for exploration?
Have you got that written down that you could give to Sadie to type out?
Yeah. Alderman Habib.
Mr. Chairman, now, first of all, when the government issue exploring license, they have no choice how to issue mining license. That is already we see it in the past when the federal government override the territory government decision on this. After issuing the exploring license, they stop from issuing the mining license. So the federal government interfered and they give them